didn't go down. Hold on, you didn't go down long enough. YouTube. So what is it? I don't remember what day it was because I be working and I don't be remembering. So I believe it's definitely a Sunday. O domingo para mí. Y aquí tengo mi hijo conmigo en mi taller. Ojalá pueda trabajar conmigo aquí. Pero I got my son here with me. I know y'all like, why you wanna go put him on your channel or nothing like that? But I've been dodging YouTube for like a long time, inconsistency and never like being on there. But as you can see, as of like lately, I've been like posting and trying to make an effort, esfuerzo para hacer mi trabajo aquí. Basta! Stop that! Stand up straight. De pie ahora.
Why do you take your hat off?
Why? Why?
Well, I already see it.
So this guy, he's got like a lot of energy. A lot of energy. He's like a puppy. You work him, what? You work him like a dog. He get tired, he'll take a nap. He'll do everything. Super silly. Don't want to go to sleep. Like staying up late at night. Put my hat back on. When he wants something, he will bug you for it until he get it. You bug somebody for it. But that's my twin. That's my buddy. That's my twin. So here today, I got the Chevy Malibu here. And I'm going to button up on that. I got a transmission replacement. And there's like a couple people who left me some comments saying that, oh, you should have replaced the for the P0128 diag I had did. And you know, some commenters, well, a few people, just only like just 2 people probably, said that I should have replaced the thermostat, due diligence or something like that. Well, camera got cut off. I had like low battery or whatever, so I'll just repeat what I said. So you know, in that video, the diag I did, somebody say, you know, you should replace the thermostat for like due diligence, or oh, that code is always for the thermostat only, da 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 da. I don't know the exact words or whatever, you know. So I wasn't as clear in the video itself. And if those people had watched, because some people like watching a few minutes of a video instead of watching the whole thing. And some people will leave a comment before they actually complete the whole video, as if they knew what the video was going to be about, but left a comment that just didn't make any sense or whatever. So just to be clear to everyone, there was an issue with the sensor itself. Yes, the sensor was like broke. I kind of like hinted that out, but no one really like paid attention, or you didn't watch the video. You just didn't pay attention, period. And I proceeded with the video just to show you how to test a sensor like this in the first place or whatever. So okay, so traditionally that code is it depending on the signal's performance, whether it could be, you know, high circuit, an open circuit, or whatever it is, a signal performance or whatever. It's whatever the computer wants to interpret it. In this case, the computer didn't interpret it right. Why? Because the sensor failed at a specific parameter that made it seem like it could just be the thermostat. Really, it was the sensor just was broke. It just produced that code incorrectly. So sometimes you will get a car that produced codes incorrectly. This just, I think the engineers got that far into like thinking. Leek is asking a worker. Well, I guess he wants to help out now. Usually he just say no. So put your gloves on. You want to work? Do you want to work the gun? You want to do the? You want to try it? Here. You don't want to use the power gun. Come on, I'll show you. It's easy. Come on. Come on, punk. You want to do it? I'll show you. You just put your finger right here on the trigger. It's like squirting a water gun. Come on. So your hands can be clean. You want clean hands? You don't want to use it? Okay, Daddy do it by himself, no help. Okay, don't help Daddy.
No.
Put gloves on then.
Why?
Because this is super dirty. Look at my gloves. It's dirty. You see it? Yeah? Come on.
I don't want
Okay,
to.
I'll do it myself. If you want to know how I said the sensor failed, so obviously this is the coolant temp sensor and this is the base of it, the part that gets heated and converts its readings to another reading so the computer can see basically. But twist it around. This sensor pretty much free play, like it literally free spin. Like you see the two pins in the inside rotate in like a full 360. I can even go the other way. And if you paid attention in the video when I said that there was an issue with the sensor, it would have already came to mind with common sense that yeah, he's right. This sensor is messed up. It's not supposed. When have you ever worked on a car that had in a code with a P0128, or let's just say an example, you had a car that had an issue with the coolant temp sensor? When have you ever installed a coolant temp sensor and it free spin like this? Tell me, because you can't tell me, then I'm gonna feel like you know, obviously you haven't been around a block before. You haven't done, some of these apparently can appear broken. Some of them can appear to look good and just don't work. In this case, obviously, it looked like it was something wrong with it. Sometimes when you diagnose and stuff, it's usually best to just pay attention or whatever. I don't know, I'm calling myself trying to repair this airplane I got from my son. It's a RC plane. This is a 4-channel, so it's not like one of the, it's a mini smaller one. It's not as cheesy, but this is like for me to learn how to fly for him, obviously for us. Show him obviously father and dad time, but I always wanted to do this as a kid, so it gave me a good excuse to buy one of these for him. So I'm flying this, trying to learn how to fly it because this is not that easy. In the beginning, the prop or propeller or whatever is like a little adapter for it that goes on the motor side. That is not keeping the propeller in place. And these are designed to, when it hit the ground, it will like break apart. So I'm trying to put it back together so that way it doesn't fly off as much, because it doesn't stay on. I mean, ultimately I need a new one, but the hobby store is not open today and I have to wait till tomorrow. So I'm going to see what I could do about fixing this. I'm already a little mad because I bought him a helicopter, a RC helicopter, a 4-channel one. That one was hard to control, but then I lost that because I flew it and it was a little windy out there. It's probably more than windy. And let's just say the wind took it to where I didn't want it to go. And by the time I try to get it to come back or do like the auto descent or whatever, I mean, it's probably like 2 miles down the road probably, or a mile, I don't know, probably like 400 or 500 feet in the air or something like that. It was gone. So you got to be careful with these, because these are easily to get like disoriented like fast. And when I say disoriented, you won't know. What I'm trying to say is it's hard to know like your position if it's inverted, if you're looking up and it's flying over you or something like that. Either way, you got to be careful on your views or whatever. So I'm gonna put this back on my head. I'm gonna, hopefully it stays, because if it stays on, then you'll be seeing me flying. I realized that if I heated up at least the locking tabs, don't go all ham on it. Heat it up a little bit, and then I'll bend it back in. That's just to make it like so it can stay in and like stay locked in basically. I believe we're in. And if I take this blade, it now snaps in on its own. I don't know. Did I fix it? They do sell these props individually on Amazon. This model itself is a P47 Thunderbird, in case you're like interested in. I got this at like in our a hobby store. And this is, like I said, it's 4-channel. It got like different modes where it's expert. You got full control, which is extremely hard. Even when you try to take off, is it hard because to try to adjust the trim with like the ailerons or like the tail or whatever, it's hard to try to adjust the trim. So just put it in a setting where you can have some type of balance where the computer adjusts the trims. It has gyro sensors in there, period. And if it feels like it's not straight, them gyro sensors will even this plane out. So it's definitely a must. You can see that I got like tape on here because I had like a little boo-boo. I did took enough falls or whatever. So gonna separate this prop and connect it back on. Now it does come with a different blade. Does have like the 3 blade, but I'm hoping you can see it. I don't want the 3 blade. I'd rather have the 2, but it's just, I don't know. I tried the 3 blade. I don't know the difference. Maybe it's, they say it's a difference between the 2. I don't know. I like the 2 blade better. I'm sorry. So let me just get this prop. Now like I said, I never got to do this as a kid. This is something I'm doing. I learned to do like with my son. Like I said, it's one of those things you just don't think about it. Just right here. Just get up and do it. If you feel like, yeah, I want to do this with my son, I want to go play baseball, go swimming, we go to the park, we go, whatever it is you think, just go do it. Do it because you wish you had done it when you was younger or whatever. And to me, I mean, I'm still young as a father and my son young. So we're all young enough to still, like, we enjoy ourselves basically. So just do that. The battery, I'm just gonna like leave it hanging because I'm not done charging it. The battery is thin. I guess the goal of this plane, because it's made out of like foam, it's designed to, it's a controllable foam plane. Ain't that something, right? But the goal is, I guess, to keep everything, you heard the gyro sensors like moving the flaps or the ailerons or whatever. But what I was trying to say, the battery is designed the way it's designed because obviously it ain't like an RC battery. We don't want too much weight. But I was thinking of maybe rigging this up, do something to beef it up or whatever, to get a battery that like lasts long, or I could just land the plane and just put another battery in it and then fly it again. So it's like simple. So when I say these gyro sensors, I'm sorry, usually, let's turn this on. Then you gotta activate it by adjusting the throttle. You hear that? Boy, what happened? Why? I believe that beep means my battery is low. I do need to charge it. So let's try it again. So I was trying to show you all like the full controls, at least the gyro sensors. You hear it? And whenever I took the plane anyway, the plane could go into a stall and it'll come out of a stall, no problem. Like, just, it's weird. Not on full control, because like I said, you gotta adjust the trim manually, which is hard to adjust. How are you gonna fly the control and adjust these trims? It's like 4 different trims to adjust. Then you have the actual controls itself. But I'll zoom in so that way you can see how the controls work. So up close, I got the controls. Let's turn it on. We're gonna adjust the ailerons. And I mean, you can move them by hand, which I don't want to. Just be careful, it's foam. Just, that means exactly what I mean. So, you see it moving? And we got, that's the ailerons, and I believe the flaps in the back. I still gotta get my my terms down for these words and the parts or whatever. So that's controls like the pitch basically. If you wanna land, you pitch it that way. If you wanna take off, bam, pitch it that way. So that plays a big part. You have like the rudder in the back. Along with this and just in the ailerons, you can do like an immediate hard bank, like a U-turn in the air basically, which is extremely like weird. Sorry for the loud beeping noise. They got like a little guy in here who's, I have absolutely, I don't know what his job is. We're gonna find him a job because he ain't finna just be sitting in there not doing nothing, not working. I do want to buy a couple of these. I want to buy a bigger one. I'm into RC planes, period. Another thing I said I was going to figure out how to get some type of glow in the dark light or something that's glow in the dark so I can see at night if I wanted to fly at night. But I also got to remember I have to keep the weight off this plane basically. So it's just one of these things that I have to like do some math into, but I love it. It's not really windy. It's not really much wind at all. So what I'm going to do is let's fly some. It's not fully charged, but before we leave, I'll make sure I fly it. I told him I was going to fly it for a few. That's if I can find this battery, because I don't even know where I put it. It's weird. Come on. You got the battery, Malik?
Huh?
The battery.
Huh?
You got the battery?
Yeah.
Where's that? Okay, got it. Right here. Alright. That was annoying. But I got it.
Get the airplane and fly it.
Yeah, I gotta fly it.
But Daddy, why is it so high?
Huh?
Why is it so high?
What's high?
It's that airplane.
What you mean? It's big? It's small? It fly high. Yeah, trying to connect it. There we go. So now, I don't like this part where we're putting this battery back inside of the pocket because sometimes this wire right here, the connecting part, it's a little annoying to put in sometimes, but sometimes you might have to bend it over here and you get it back on. And make sure you get this back in because this will affect the way, it will affect like your landing or you just moving, period. So one thing I'm going to try to do, I'm not sure if I should just hand toss it. There's multiple ways you could do it. You can hand toss it, or I could put it on the ground and I could let it take off itself. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do that because on the gravel or at least the ground itself, it will mess up like the prop again, like just the ground is not balanced. So, you want me to fly it? Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Say yeah!
Yeah.
Do 2 push-ups. 2 push-ups.
One.
You ain't go down, hold on, you didn't go down long enough. Go down more. Go down. 1, go up. 1. One more. Alright, I made you do too much. Good job, but you got some muscle in, so that's good. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Woo! Look at him go, Leek.
Yeah.
Woo! Alright, get it to come back. I'm nervous. This is kind of hard to fly. Woo! Here it comes. Here it comes. Woo!
I can do that.
I'm gonna try to get it to land. I'm scared of trees, so I'll try to fly higher. Whoa.
Dad, you want me to try?
You can't fly this, boy.
Why?
Oh my God! You in a tree.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, so it looks like the prop really broke this time. It went into the prop just broke. I won't be able to fly this plane no more. It's done. I mean, I could try. I'll do a hand toss, but the prop is done. So now tonight, I'm gonna order a pack and see if I can get it expedited because I would like to fly this often. Don't touch the camera. No, 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 no. See, he not listening. This is exactly what I gotta do. Son, hey, please don't trip the tripod. You gotta back up so you can see yourself, son, right here. Say hi to the camera. All right. I gotta order some more props, so we're gonna order that tonight, and I get it expedited. But I'm gonna do a hand toss, so at least you can just see how it works. Hand toss. I'm scared of them trees. I'm flying a plane on a broken prop. Stay down and watch. I don't want you near these cars, okay?
Daddy, why are you going that way?
Cause I gotta make sure I can see it. There we go. That's a good one. You don't need full throttle. You could have battery fast.
No.
For me, it's just easier to just I just do a little bit of throttle. It's like planes in real life. You don't need full throttle in the air. It's not necessary. The wind is your friend sometimes. All right, I think I'm finna land this. Do a couple U-turns in the air, just to bring my my height down. There we go. See if we can get it to land.
Papa, Daddy, let it down.
Oh my God, the prop really does done this. I can't get it to land, never. Leek, your dad done messed it up. Wait, I was able to close. Remember I closed those teeth on the tabs on the adapter itself? Maybe it works. Let's see. I'm gonna do a hand toss. This time I'll try to land the plane. I'm not gonna try to focus on landing because I have the at least adapter for the prop is broke, so I'm not gonna kill myself, because if that blade hits the ground and it goes flying off, which I've only landed this plane like technically 2 times, it's not easy. So if it is better just to land it in the grass, it's foam, it's nothing, it's not gonna break or whatever. I think I'm able to get this propped on one more time, and if I get this on one more time, then I have a little bit of flight time. Here we go, we on there. I got flight time left, so I'll just fly it out until it beeps to let me know it's about to die, and I'll bring it down softly. Hours later, I came back here. I had to drop off the car. So me and Leek went to drop off the Malibu. The Malibu was good, road tested, did what was necessary. That was cool. Coolant temp sensor seemed to solve the issue with the needle. Obviously, I think I kind of showed you the sensor was broke, right? Assuming that I still got it over here somewhere, which it doesn't matter. I believe it's like right here. I don't know why I'm touching it, but I feel like it's ready to snap off any second. That's what it literally feels like. But I also said in the video that did the sensor break? But no one pays attention to me. I'll let you guys be smart. You guys know what the hell you're doing. You didn't need me to do anything. I guess everyone knows how to diagnose stuff. I'm going to go back, well, after I get finished editing this video or whatever, I'm going to head back to the house, and since the battery's charged up. And I'm probably just going to touch up the plane, make sure it's cool, anything I might need to fix, because we went down enough time since I bought it. But, and I need to order some more, the adapters for the prop itself, which it seems like I can get online, but I'm hoping the hobby store, they got it in person, because if they do it, then I'll just go there and just buy it. And I hope I can get like a variety pack. But either way, I'm gonna buy it anyway, just for GP, and I wanna try to get like another plane, maybe pay more money to get something a little bit more bigger, and maybe something with more weight to it or something like that. I don't know, we figure it out. I had my eye, when I was in a hobby store, I had my eye on one, but the dude was like $400 or whatever, and it was like a nice size. Like this thing was like probably, yeah, about this big. That's what the box looked like or whatever, and probably about like this wide. Like I fly it in expert mode, or yeah, it's like expert mode. But even though like with the expert mode, the trims get adjusted automatically based on like the gyro sensors and the position of the plane basically. So that's better to control, but it's still hard to fly that plane. If you put it in full control, that plane, I wouldn't take off on full control. Wait till you're above in the air really high and then put it on full control, so that way when you make a mistake or at least stall, whatever it is you're trying to do, you'll be able to just correct yourself and you got enough time to fix it, or you could just hit the switch and let the plane adjust itself on its own. But you can keep it in beginner's mode or you can put it in expert mode. For me, I'll just fly it in expert mode, so it's comfortable that way. But it's not, flying a 4-channel plane is not as easy, because for me the worst is I just think you could just easily get disoriented and underestimating how high a tree is and flying around trees, and your reaction time need to be faster than being on a motorcycle, because like the plane is moving pretty quick. So you need to be time wise, you just need to pay attention, because you end up breaking your plane or losing it. And there's a couple instances I almost lost my plane. I had to like climb a tree a little bit to get it a couple times, or like go around to like this business, like the property or whatever, to retrieve my plane. So be careful. So probably gonna head back to the crib. Probably gonna, after I can finish editing the video, I'm gonna probably study some more Spanish, or at least set the tone for my week, because I've got like an engine job I'm going to be doing. Not an engine job, engine work, engine repair on a 2015 Buick Regal 2.0 as a turbo. And this one we got low compression that's even on all cylinders. I believe it's just slightly lower than 60 psi, but it's mostly even across the cylinders, which lets us know that, well, we're not saying we need to put an engine in there. What we're saying is either we can have like timing chain issues, which I don't believe is a timing chain issue, or it's either we could have the starter could just be weak and just not properly starting the car, because you ain't gonna get good compression reading on a bad starter. I mean, you can get some reading, but it's not going to be as high. We depend on strong cranking to get that needle up. Or it could just be like the cylinder head itself got like bent valves or whatever, and just the valves are just open, causing like a leak when it's not supposed to or whatever.